Hello, my name is Daniel Whidden, and I did my case analysis on the Moroccan Islamic Combatant group. I would like to first start here with definition of terrorism. Terrorism is premeditated, politically motivated violence perpetrated against non-combatant targets by subnational groups or clandestine agents. Also in my research I found that many experts on terrorism also include that a terrorist act is committed in order to produce a fearful state of mind for other members of society, not only the victims. We would refer to that as the direct victims, those who actually have the physical harm of the terrorist attack, and then the indirect or non-direct victims, which are the ones that are in that fearful state of mind, but that were not directly attacked. The Moroccan Islamic Combatant group originated in the early 1990s, although we do have some research that points to their development as far back as 1969 with the Shabiba Islamia. They were the first religious organization preaching violence in Morocco. The development of the Shabiba Islamia marks the first time that Morocco experienced Islamic radicalism. This group split off into two divisions, one of which came to be known as the Moroccan Islamic Combatant Group. They were one of many such groups in the network under Al-Qaeda. The Moroccan Islamic Combatant Group's most notable terrorist activities included the 2003 suicide bombing attacks on Western and Jewish targets in Casablanca and the 2004 Madrid train bombings. Also, victims of these various Islamic extremist and jihad groups are local Muslims who are attacked or killed for not adhering to Quranic law. We see here the suicide bombings in Casablanca, a couple of pictures. I have an article title from the BBC News that terror blasts rock Casablanca. At least 41 people had been killed and about 100 injured in suicide bomb attacks in Morocco's largest city, Casablanca. Now, as was previously mentioned, the Moroccan Islamic Combatant Group is one of the more elusive terrorist groups. They began as a fundamentalist Islamic group which committed terrorist actions locally in the favor of Al-Qaeda and for the furtherance of Islam. The attack methods utilized by the group were domestic vehicular bombs and suicide bombs, both using improvised explosive devices, or IEDs. Due to the nature of other jihadist groups, it can be assumed that the Moroccan Islamic Combatant Group used what materials were available to build these IEDs for the attacks. The method allows for a cheaper and less traceable operation. This is a quote regarding the terrorist activity, the 2004 Madrid train bombing. On the morning of March 11, 2004, as thousands of commuters made their way to work, 10 bombs packed with nails and dynamite exploded on 4 trains heading into central Madrid. The blasts killed 191 people and injured nearly 1,800. It was the worst Islamist terrorist attack in European history. After the train bombings, the group had lost much of its leadership. Its leaders were either in prison or deceased, and Morocco's chief concern was to put laws in place that would discourage or prevent further groups from forming or infiltrating. To do this, the Moroccan government took greater control over religious values to counter radical Islamism. Some of these changes are the regulation of religious leaders, closing of non-regulated mosques, and even broadcasting over radio and television Moroccan religious values to promote religious tolerance and to correct people's understanding of Islam. The Moroccan government has taken the necessary steps to prepare for the possibility of future issues arising and its mitigation efforts will allow the government to intervene. It's these efforts by the Moroccan government that have kept the Moroccan Islamic Combatant group from gaining power. Um, they are actually now, according to the U.S. Department of State, not a threat, and we hope it remains that way. And I believe that in Morocco, with their efforts at keeping control, I do not believe that the Moroccan Islamic Combatant group will gain the power again that they once had. This last slide here are some references that I used throughout this PowerPoint presentation. I hope you learned something and enjoyed this presentation. Thank you.